Alright, who's crazy enough to shoot and develop a roll of film that expired 45 years ago? Well, me. So a while back, friend of the channel Cynthia Derrick sent me a whole bag of 35mm film. Color, black and white, slide film, all kinds of good stuff. Now out of all these rolls, the one I couldn't wait to shoot first was a roll of Panatomic X that expired in June 1978. This stuff is legendary. It was discontinued in 1987 and I'd never got a chance to shoot it. Until now. Now with film this old, you might think there's no way I'd get any images to come out. Well, this Panatomic X had a couple things going for it. It's black and white, so you don't have to worry about the color shifts that are common with expired C41 film. And it's 32 ISO or ASA as it was known back in the day. Generally speaking, lower speed films tend to hold up better over time than higher speed films. So I was hopeful that I'd get some images to come out on film that was expired 45 years ago. Now this was my first and maybe only chance to shoot this film, and I didn't want to screw it up. Well, luckily for me, I got some advice on shooting and developing this Panatomic X from the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Laux. Many of you may recognize Alex from his work with the FPP, the Classic Camera Revival podcast, his blog, and his channel here on YouTube. So Alex has tried just about every film and developer combo out there, and he told me to shoot it at box speed and develop it in Kodak HC110 Dilution H for 9 minutes. I loaded it into my Canon Rebel TI, set the ISO to 32, and shot the roll. Now this was a 20 exposure roll, but sometimes on these Rebels you lose a shot when it winds your film. I noticed I only get usually 35 shots on a roll of Lomochrome film, for example. So I ended up getting 19 shots, and I'm going to do something I don't usually do here. Since this is a short roll, I'm going to go ahead and share every single image with you here today. Stick around after the images and I'll tell you the 2 things I learned after shooting this film. So what have we learned here today? Well, number one, unless you leave it in your glove box or a sweltering attic, this Panatomic X is pretty bulletproof. This film is 45 years old, but it held up great. With film this old, I really didn't know what to expect, but I was really pleased with the quality of these images. Now, the second thing I learned is that when it comes to film developing advice, never doubt Alex Laux. He is the guy, and I've got a link to his channel in the description. Don't be afraid to try expired film, and if you have, I'd like to know what's the oldest or most expired film you've shot and how did it turn out? Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your experience. Again, a big thanks to Cynthia Derrick for sending me all this film. I've got 7 more rolls to shoot, all different kinds, so make sure you subscribe to see how those turn out. Until next time, do some good, have some fun, and shoot some expired film.